from there.
Madam,
I think
Banner
you are the
madam.
How are you?
Good, madam.
Nice to see you.
మీరు లావ్ అయిపోయారు నేను
Nice to see you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం గుర్తుపెట్టావా మేడం నేను సుందర్ థ్యాంక్ యూ మా అన్నయ్య తెలుస్తుంది మీకు శ్రీరాజ్ అని అమలాపురం ఎంపీ హర్ష్ కుమార్ గారు నా అండర్స్టూడ్ కొంచెం కష్టం యంగర్ బ్రదర్ ఎల్డర్ మేడం ఎల్డర్ వన్
He's the younger one.
ఐఎమ్ ద యంగర్ వన్ ఈజ్ ద ఎల్డర్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ టు పాలిటిక్స్ ఓన్లీ ఈజ్ క్యాన్వాసింగ్ సమ్వేర్ ఎల్స్ as a graduate MLC candidate and also your alumni and also your student. I was there as graduate constituency, like I was doing my canvassing. I've been to almost 350 schools till now in combined East and West Godavari district. Because I was little afraid when I'm coming here. This feeling is little different. The feeling itself is very different. So I'll start with I know you are in a mood to go back to your home, but I'll take hardly 10 minutes. Please spare 10 minutes of time. And I believe that you made your voter registration for graduate MLC election. At least majority of you or minority of you. I don't know. But I'll try to tell my manifesto so that you can talk to your friends, other family members, extended family, for the good of the society. I'll start with my graduate MLC manifesto. So the moment when I decided to contest for this graduate MLC, I always wanted to do homework. A little homework will do better progress, that's what I believe in. In that way, what I did was, at the back there are like 3 people who represented this constituency as graduate MLCs. One was in 2006, the other was in 2011, and the other was in 2019. All 3 of them, they represented. I went back and with the help of Right to Information Act, I studied how they served this constituency. I mean, what is their attendance when going to the Legislative Council, and what questions were asked in order to keep the graduates well. 2006, one person called Mr. George Victor, he got elected as graduate MLC, but unfortunately due to ill health, he was unable to attend council sessions. After that, 2011, then another person, Mr. Ravi, he also got elected as graduate MLC, but it was a very expensive election. Voters were given mobile phones, silver glasses, and good costly watches. And after that election, whoever comes and whoever wanted to connect with the voters, people used to ask, what did you bring? Did you bring a watch or did you bring a glass? It was like that. But if you see, I studied his attendance and all. For a graduate MLC, it's like 6 years of term, and each term 3 council happens. 3 council meetings happen. All put together in 18 council meetings. This person attended hardly 3 meetings, and he questioned about anything. He did not question about anything. I thought there's nothing to learn from this person. And after that, in 2019, there is another person, Mr. Ivy, you got elected, that too with a very good margin, like 67,000 plus majority, that person got elected. When he got elected, I thought there will be something very good to learn from this person. He attended all the 18 council sessions, and each and every session this person called upon for at least 5 to 6 questions. But being elected from graduate MLC, this person mostly had questions about Anganwadi workers, about government employees, all that. I saw a gap there. A person who gets elected from a graduate MLC has to talk about unemployment, has to talk about employment generation, all that has to be spoken by that person. Unfortunately, despite having a very good big majority, this person did not address private teachers' problems, unemployment problems or graduate MLC, graduate problems. So that is the reason from that thought process came my manifesto. Because every MLC candidate who wants to ask for votes, he has to come out with a manifesto, and that is the homework I did in making this manifesto. Coming to the manifesto, what I say is if I get elected as graduate MLC, my core concentration would be education, employment and job security. In that, I will take on to the first point, that is Employment Exchange Center. When I say Employment Exchange Center, I would like to ask you one question. How many of you teachers applied for employment exchange before getting a job in St. Anne's or before getting a job elsewhere? How many of you applied for employment exchange centers? Majority of you. That was before 1990. That was long ago. Yeah. How many of you got job opportunities from there? It would be absolute zero, I know that. So, what I am saying is, earlier we used to have two big East and West Godavari constituencies that got divided into 6 districts, and 6 districts have 6 collectors, and 6 collectors have employment exchange officers till now. So what I am saying is, I will make that employment exchange office fully functional and I will overlook myself personally. So what I will do is, I will try to get to know all the skills that are acquired by graduates in higher educational institutes where degree or engineering is being taught. And also, I will make this person get to know all the skills that are required by the local industries. And I will try to connect both the dots where 99% of the unemployment problem will get solved. That's what I think. Do you think that is sensible? And second, I will go with the mega job mela. When you say mega job mela, people think about only software jobs, is it? So, in order to say that I look after all kinds of jobs, if you look at the first picture of mine, it is mechanical, electrical, pharma, IT. That means the picture itself will say I will get into all the jobs. I will go with an example. For suppose in a district there are 10,000 students who are getting graduated from this place. Through a placement office or through an employment exchange office, which I have said I will be keeping, let's assume only 50% students get placed. What about the other 50%? They also has to be at place, no? So what I think is, this 50%, the employment exchange officer, whoever he is, he will be knowing the skills of the students. If we write a mail to any MNC stating that in each and every parliament, I will organize a placement drive and this skill set is readily, this employable skill set of students are there readily available with me. If you just keep a mail to MNC companies, I promise you each and every MNC company will be ready to send their HR. Do you think that is possible? No MNC company will leave a skilled resource by their own. Everybody wants a skilled resource. That's about my second point. Coming to the third point, it would be contract employees. I'll talk to it later because that will be a little interesting. I'll go with the fourth point. That's entrepreneurship development cell. Yotalo Vyapar Protsavan Rasanu, that will be entrepreneurship development cell. When I say about entrepreneurship development cell, what I meant here is, even though you provide a lot of employment to graduates, there will be 4-5% of the people who would not want to get employed. Everybody will be there, some 4-5% of the people will be there who wants to get business only, people like me. And I believe most of the St. Anne students, because of your ICSC curriculum, will get into business only rather than going into employment. Why? But what I think here is, soon after getting graduated, we don't have enough of experience to do project work. I mean, project preparation and presenting it to the banker. What I strongly believe is a person who is 10 years younger to me has a better idea, but he needs some mentoring. He needs my experience. What I'm saying here is, with the help of entrepreneurship development cell, if I am able to mentor the student, mentor this candidate, introduce them to a banker, then there are many central government schemes like Stand Up India, Startup India, Mudra, PMUGP, starting from 1 lakh to 5 crores rupees. I strongly believe that with this help of entrepreneurship development cell, I can mentor young individuals and make them good entrepreneurs. That is one. And through this entrepreneurship development cell only, I would like to do one thing. Before going into that, I will be asking you one question. In the society, in this today's society, what is the percentage of government jobs and what is the percent of private jobs? I say 90% are private jobs. Do you agree with me? In that 90% private jobs, what I am saying is 80% or more jobs are generated from small, medium and micro scale enterprise. Am I correct? In this small, micro and medium scale enterprises, since they are in unorganized sector, they are showing negative growth in the economy. What I say here is, I took Amul as a case study. Hope you are all aware of Amul. Amul is a Gujarat-based company. It's a dairy company. It makes this dairy farmers as owners. They farm in the form of cooperatives, and it helps dairy farmers for working capital finance and research and development. I'll tell you one good example. Hope all of you are from Rajahmundry, right? In Tumlava, Aryapuram, there is a carpenter whom I visited yesterday. I went to him and said, I want a good teak door with a good design. He has this CNC machine in his place. I told him, I want this door to be manufactured. He said, it will cost you 30,000 rupees. Okay, I will pay you 5,000 in advance, and I asked him to make it. He said, okay sir, I will do it. I told him, it will cost you minimum 25,000 rupees. How will you make it with 5,000? He said, sir, there will be a person who will be giving on interest. So this 20,000 extra for buying the wood, I will take it from him. Because this is not festive season, he will give me for 5 rupees interest. If this is festive season, I will get 10 rupees interest. I immediately said, how many of you will be there? Like carpenters like you, how many of you people will be there? He said, sir, we will be at least 150 people. I said, if all of you, if I can make you as a cooperative, and if I can give you a bank loan with 1% interest rate, what is the scenario? The consumer will be happy. He will be able to get the product at a very cheaper price, because this person will be getting at 1% interest, and also the manufacturer will be able to enjoy the benefits because the interest rate is low. Imagine if we club these 150 people and give them a research and development wing, and we give them a new machine, their productivity improves. So that is the visual when I am talking about entrepreneurship development cell and cooperative sector. Those will be the major points when I am talking about my term as a graduate MLC, and the minor choices would be this private employees, which all of us are. When it comes to private employees, I'll ask you a question. If you have a doubt today, will you go to library and refer a book, or will you open your phone and ask Google? Is Google better or ChatGPT? Nowadays, people are getting used to ChatGPT. I'll tell you one small example. Being a person who is ready to contest as graduate MLC, I believe that many of you heard good, beautiful songs about politicians, right? I also went to a friend of mine. I asked him, boss, why don't you give me a song which praises me a lot? అడిగినప్పుడు ఐ విల్ టెల్ దిస్ ఇన్ తెలుగు సో దట్ ఇట్ విల్ బి ఎఫెక్టివ్. ఐ ఆస్క్డ్ హిమ్, బ్రదర్ ఈ టోల్డ్ మీ దట్, అన్న నువ్వంటే నాకు చాలా ఇష్టం కాబట్టి నేను నీకు ఫ్రీగా చేస్తాను, బట్ దిస్ సింగర్ ఇస్ నాట్ ఫర్ ఫ్రీ, ద మ్యూజిషియన్ ఇస్ నాట్ ఫర్ ఫ్రీ, ద స్టూడియో ఇస్ నాట్ ఫర్ ఫ్రీ, అండ్ యూ వాంటెడ్ అ వెరీ గుడ్ క్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ సాంగ్, సో ఇట్ విల్ కాస్ట్ యూ 2 lakh rupees. I said, boss, if it is 2 lakhs, I would have printed more pamphlets and I would have canvassed for more voters. Immediately what I did is, I took out this chat GPT and wrote few good lines about me, and I asked it to give some lyrics. It gave me. Immediately I put those lyrics in music.io, that's also an artificial intelligence website, and I asked it to give me a song with Gaddar voice in folk and upbeat genre. It immediately gave it for free. So what I meant here is, as young individuals, as private employees, we have to get accustomed and we have to get adapted with the new age technology that is artificial intelligence. As private employees, in order to beat the competition, we have to make use of this artificial intelligence. So what I meant here is, for private employees, I will make this artificial intelligence available for free, being as open source. I will make an online course module so that many individuals like you and me can make use of it and compete with the upcoming AI technology world. That's about private employees. And when it comes to government employees, what I meant, I'll make it short. When it comes to government employees, what I meant here is, as a graduate, individual, independent MLC, all the promises which are to be given for government employees has to be given by the heads of the government, but not as an individual graduate MLC. My age is just 34. I don't want to give any false promises. That's why I'm not promising anything for government employees. But what I say is, they have already associations, employment associations or teachers associations, government teacher associations they have. So what I'm saying is, I will go like hand in glove relationship with them. Whatever their association says, I will travel with them. That's what I'm saying. Coming to the last point, that's about student scholarships. When I say student scholarships, what I meant here is, I'll advocate on behalf of all the private educational institutes. Why? Because in private educational institutes, not as because we have payment, we are fortunate that we have payment students who pays fees on time. But in private uneducated colleges like degree colleges or engineering colleges, governments are not paying scholarships on time, due to which the salaries to employees are also getting delayed. There are many educational institutes where private teachers' salaries are paid for every 3 months or 6 months. So I also want to advocate on behalf of them in council and outside the council. So that's about my manifesto. And coming to the contract employees, where I say job security is very, very important for contract employees. If I don't like, I cannot take them. If sir don't like, he cannot take them. So I'll also work for contract employees. I'll raise my voice. I'll become their mouthpiece when it comes to job security, and I'll also talk on behalf of them for timely payment of salaries and their service consideration. That's about outsourcing employees, and that's my manifesto. Before I conclude, I would also ask you one good question. This will be interesting. Since you all are private teachers, how many of you want pension before retiring? I mean after retiring. How many wants pension? Please raise your hand. Pension everybody wants. So I'll ask you a question. How many of you got subscribed for National Pension Scheme? There is a scheme which is introduced by Government of India that's called National Pension Scheme. I could see there are few old teachers but very young teachers are also there. I would like to tell you that if you can save 1500 rupees a month and get subscription of National Pension Scheme, by the age you reach 60, you will be able to take at least 50-60 lakh rupees as pension. And when a situation like COVID comes, when a situation or a pandemic like COVID comes, in between also you can take annuity. There are many good people who could explain about National Pension Scheme on YouTube. When you go home, just open your mobile and search about NPS. That's a government scheme. As a responsibility, I am also canvassing for NPS in my graduate MLC canvassing. Hope you liked it. And that's my manifesto. Thank you for your time. Since you all clapped before I asked anything, before I asked you, I think that my manifesto is interesting only. I would like to hear few, at least one or two people of your voice. This is my school. So any teacher or somebody who can speak about me or my manifesto, I will be happy to listen from you.
It's good to know from Sundar about NPS, NSP, something.
NPS.
Pension.
Appude marchipotala madam. That is very useful.
So better to implement it.
No, you have to implement it. It's not me.
Support
It is the
at least.
individual's choice to implement.
Okay. What all points you gave us, very nice points. All the best for you. You can contest. As our student, you are going to be our MLC. It's very, very beneficial for our future generation.
Thank you,
So
madam.
all the best. God bless you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Madam, mir.
Good evening, everyone, those who are present here. I'm really surprised, delighted to have G.V. Sundar, because I remember him and his elder brother too. And I don't want to speak all about that. But he's so good, loyal. I see him growing up, and he came with Ankita. Yes, and I really appreciate him, the way he's growing up and the way he's coming up all the way, remembering our school too. And the one thing what he said, that when I came to this school, before I would come, I was a little frightened. That shows that how much respect he has towards the teachers, the management and all. I really appreciate for that. And the second thing is, whatever he's doing, whatever the blessings, I know his father too, he's related to Surat sir. Gaddams, we all are the Gaddams family. So I appreciate that his sons are really growing. Uncle has done a very good job educating them in a better platform and to work for the society and all. And today he has come up with so much of the contesting, the challenging, that what he is facing, he wants to do for the society. I really pray that, and our wishes all from our principal sister, mother, and all our well-wishers who are here, vice principal sister, everyone who is present, good wishes to you all, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, all. I am also a student of St. Anne's School from the year 1993 till 2005. Right from LKG till 10th, I've studied here. So I feel so happy. Actually, from the past 1 month, he has been campaigning in different schools and colleges. I didn't go anywhere. But today he told that I'm going to St. Anne's School. Then I told, I will also join you. Let me also come with you. This is my school. So I'm so happy to be here. Whatever I am today is because of this school. The base have started because of this school. I run an exam center. And I'm here on behalf of G.V. Sundar. I request you all to support him, to vote him for this MLC election. Why I'm saying this is, after studies, he has been into education sector for 4 years. So he knows what a student requires and what a teacher requires. He has been a director of a college, Rajiv Gandhi Educational Institute. And after that, he was into industrial sector. So he also knows that what an industry needs, what is the requirement and all. And now he is into this political field. So he exactly knows what a student, what an employee, and what an industrialist needs. So wherever there is a gap, he can fill it. So this all can happen with all your support. So I request you all to vote for my husband, Sri G.V. Sundar. And thank you, sister. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. Thank you all.
So thank you so much again for having us here. And final remarks I'll say. I initially told I'm here to ask for votes. So I request all of you to vote for me. And I also request all of you to talk to your family members, and each person try to get 10 votes. Not much. In your family there will be 3-4 people. Talk to your extended family, talk to your neighbors, and I also request all of you, keep us in your prayers. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sister.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You have got a really analytical mind and inspirational.
Thank you, sister.
Draw from the situation.
Thank you, sister.
So you come up with your ideology and
Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. Thank you, sister.
God bless you.
Thank you,
We
sister.
hope for the better.
Thank you, sister. Sister, I'll make a move. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, మీరు రాలేదు సార్ అదే మీరు చెప్పాలి సార్ అందరికి థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్